Have you ever experienced a severe weather event? How it feels when the sky turns dark and the wind starts howling? It's an eerie sensation, isn't it? This is the reality of severe weather events, a potent mix of meteorological conditions that can turn our world upside down in an instant. Let's take a trip to the Gulf Peninsula, a place known for its arid climate and scorching sun. But in the year 2024, this region, including Dubai, Oman, and Saudi Arabia, faced unprecedented storms and heavy rainfall. The everyday life came to a standstill, with extensive flooding and infrastructure damage disrupting the daily rhythm. And then there was the surreal spectacle of green skies over Dubai, a rare meteorological phenomenon that had scientists and laymen alike gazing in awe. The emerald hue, a result of light scattering through storm clouds, was a stark reminder of the unpredictable and powerful nature of weather events. These are not your everyday rain showers. These are extreme weather phenomena that have profound implications. Before we dive deeper into the storm, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Now, let's get back to our story. The day started like any other in Dubai. The sun was shining, casting a golden glow over the city's iconic skyline. Families were out and about enjoying the day, oblivious to the impending change. Meanwhile, meteorologists were noticing a peculiar pattern. A massive storm system was brewing over the Arabian Sea, its scale and intensity unlike anything seen before in the region. The weather forecasts started sounding the alarms, but for many, the idea of a severe storm in the desert city seemed unbelievable. The skepticism, however, didn't last long. As the day wore on, the sky began to change. The bright blue canvas gave way to an ominous gray, and the air grew heavy with the scent of rain. There was a palpable sense of unease as the first drops of rain splattered on the hot concrete. The city that had been buzzing with life a moment ago now lay in an eerie silence, waiting for the storm. The tranquility of this moment, however, was a stark contrast to the chaos that was about to unfold. Unbeknownst to the residents, they were in the eye of the storm, the calm before the tempest. As we venture further into the storm, remember, nature's fury can be as fascinating as it is fearsome. So stay tuned as we delve deeper into this unprecedented weather event. Imagine this: you are in Dubai, and suddenly the sky turns green. Yes, green, a color usually reserved for lush meadows and leafy canopies, now a spectacle in the heavens above. It's an otherworldly sight, a rare meteorological phenomenon that has swept over the Gulf Peninsula, transforming the azure sky into an emerald expanse. But what causes such a wonder? Scientists attribute this to light scattering through storm clouds. As sunlight passes through the clouds laden with rain, it refracts and disperses, favoring the shorter wavelengths of light, the greens and blues. However, the green hue is usually overwhelmed by the more dominant blue, except during intense storms when the green light can suddenly become more visible. This is not a mere light show, though. It's the herald of an impending storm, a storm of such magnitude that it's rewriting the weather books in this region. As the skies darken and the green deepens, an uncanny feeling of awe and apprehension grips the city. The air thickens with anticipation. It's electric, charged with the energy of the storm. With the onset of the severe weather, the city that never sleeps grinds to a halt. The relentless downpour, more akin to a tropical deluge, is a far cry from the usual sparse desert rain. The city's bustling streets are now torrents, the rushing water threatening to engulf everything in its path. Power outages plunge parts of the city into darkness, while road closures disrupt the otherwise seamless flow of traffic. Schools close their doors, and public transport adjusts its schedules, as residents scramble to adapt to the sudden turn of events. As the storm rages on, it's clear that this is no ordinary weather event. It's a stark reminder of our changing climate, a wake-up call that underscores the need for adaptive strategies in the face of increasingly unpredictable weather patterns. As the skies darkened and turned an eerie green, life in Dubai was thrown into chaos. But with chaos comes the opportunity for change, the chance to learn, adapt, and emerge stronger in the face of adversity. As the storm raged on, the effects were felt far and wide. The Gulf Peninsula, a place known for its arid climate, was suddenly submerged under a deluge of water. Unprecedented storms and heavy rainfall swept across Dubai, Oman, and Saudi Arabia, transforming city streets into rivers and causing extensive flooding. This was no ordinary rainfall. It was a storm of such magnitude that it caused significant infrastructure damage. Buildings designed to withstand desert conditions were ill-prepared for such a torrent, leading to structural failures and widespread destruction. The storm did not discriminate, toppling both homes and high-rises, leaving a jagged skyline in its wake. But the storm's fury was not limited to physical structures. It disrupted the rhythm of daily life, halting the usual bustle of these vibrant cities. Public transport schedules were thrown into disarray as road closures and unsafe conditions made travel treacherous. The storm even reached into the sanctity of educational institutions, prompting school closures across the region. The storm's impacts were not only felt in the immediate aftermath, it had far-reaching economic consequences as well. Businesses were forced to close their doors, not only due to physical damage, but also because employees were unable to safely commute. The region's economy, typically buzzing with activity, experienced a sudden and profound slowdown. But beyond the infrastructure damage, the economic impacts, and the disruption of daily life, the storm took its most devastating toll in human terms. Lives were lost in the chaos, casualties of a storm the likes of which this region had seldom seen. Each life lost a poignant reminder of the storm's destructive power. And amidst the turmoil, a rare meteorological phenomenon occurred. The skies over Dubai turned a surreal shade of green, a spectacle attributed to light scattering through the storm clouds. It was a sight of eerie beauty, a stark contrast to the havoc being wreaked on the ground below. The storm left a trail of devastation in its wake, a stark reminder of nature's wrath. Yet, even as we recount the impacts of this catastrophic event, it's crucial to remember that it also underscores the need for adaptive strategies and resilience in the face of increasingly unpredictable weather patterns, potentially linked to climate change. In the aftermath of the storm, the people of Dubai and the Gulf region were left to pick up the pieces. The landscape, once familiar, was now a tableau of destruction and disarray. But from this chaos emerged a spirit of resilience and unity. The communities came together, working tirelessly to restore their homes, their cities, and their lives. The recovery efforts were not just about rebuilding what was lost. It was about learning from the experience and preparing for the future. The storms had laid bare the vulnerabilities in the existing infrastructure, highlighting the urgent need for adaptive strategies and comprehensive planning. The region recognized the necessity to invest in robust infrastructure capable of withstanding such calamities. The green skies that had once loomed over Dubai were no longer just a rare meteorological phenomenon. They had become a symbol, a reminder of the potentially devastating impacts of climate change. Scientists suggested that these increasingly unpredictable weather patterns could be linked to climate change, a warning that could not be ignored. The Gulf region responded by enhancing their disaster preparedness. They improved their emergency response plans, focusing on swift and efficient execution. The goal was not just to react to such events, but to anticipate them, to be ready. Education became a crucial component of this plan. The people were taught about the impacts of climate change, about the need for sustainable practices. They were encouraged to become active participants in their own future, to take ownership of their actions and their impact on the environment. The storms had brought destruction, but they had also brought enlightenment. They had opened the eyes of the people to the realities of climate change, to the urgent need for action. The aftermath was not just about recovery, it was about change, about growth, about evolution. This severe weather event is a wake-up call, a call to action to prepare for a future where such events may become the norm rather than the exception.